What's up, YouTube? This is Justin for Party Rental Knowledge. So you want to start a bounce house company out of your garage. I don't think it's a bad idea at all, honestly. There's a lot of people that start right out of their garage. The only thing I ask that you do is you learn what you're doing before you actually go out there and do it, and don't make all those mistakes in the field, the ones that make the industry look bad. So just go out there and do your research and figure it out. And yeah, go ahead, start a company out of your garage. Start making that money. Start there and be a weekend warrior. And then after that, go ahead and start making a bunch of money and have a warehouse. And maybe you'll end up having a fleet of trucks in a couple of years. The world's your oyster. You do whatever you want. I'm not going to discourage anybody. There's a lot of people like, oh, you're training people in your area. Just go ahead and start renting out bounce houses. Well, yes, I am. If you're in my area, you want to rent out bounce houses, hit me up, I guess. But I'm giving out real knowledge and real information on how to start a company. And that's what I'm doing today. So step one, you're going to want to get serious. You're going to start pricing everything out. See what your budget is. See how much money you got, what your goals are going to be for the future. You're not going to just go want to buy one bounce house. Don't just go buy one. It'll take you forever to make your money back. So I say you save up your money and go buy like 3 of them. And then don't buy a regular bounce house. Go ahead and go buy 3 combos, because combos are going to make you more money to start off with. They have a bounce house and a slide. They're worth more money. Your general ticket will go up from the start. But yeah, you want to price everything out. You definitely want to go look at insurance and what the details, what the requirements are for your state. Some states require you to have more equipment than others. Your county or your town might require you to have certain equipment that others don't require. You got to do all your research and make sure you're going to go legit if you're going to do this. Don't just take my information on how to roll a bounce house or how to do all that and then just go start a company illegally out of your garage and then just, you know what I mean, lowball everybody because you're not paying for insurance, and then you end up getting sued and losing your house and because you thought it was a good idea. Because you're just don't go down that route. Do some research. You don't even have to follow me. Just go around and learn what you're doing before you go ahead and do it. That's your first goal. And I know I said that in the beginning, but I'm saying it again. Do your research before you start. Okay, so now you did your research. You found out all the information you needed to find out. If it costs you money to have these inflatables inspected yearly, if it costs you money for how much it's going to cost you for insurance. You want to find out what your competitors are pricing out their units for, what units your competitors have. Once you found all that information out, for the most part, then you can start getting your game plan going, and you want to figure out what equipment that you have access to. You want to start looking at your equipment and what you can pretty much do. Do you have a pickup truck? Do you have a little S10? Do you have a 2500? Do you have an SUV? Do you have access to a trailer? Does your vehicle have a trailer hitch on it? There's a whole bunch of ways you can do this. You can sit there and just get enough bookings for the weekend and go rent out a U-Haul. You can borrow your uncle's truck for the weekend and rent them out. I don't know what you're doing, but you guys want to figure out how you're going to move these around and where you're going to store them too. You're going to want to figure out, hey, do I put this in the garage? Do I put this in the trailer that I'm going to deliver with? I just keep them in there all the time. Figure out a game plan, because that's what's going to start you off on your path, and you're going to want to figure this all out, because you're not going to want to figure this out mid-season. Oh, dang, I don't have enough room for 5 bounce houses in this trailer. I think I need a bigger trailer. Or, hey, where am I going to store these other 2 bounce houses when they don't go in that trailer? I need a garage. Price these things out and start thinking these things out before you actually go and buy anything. All right, so now you got your game plan. Now this is the fun part. You're going to figure out what units you're going to buy. What are you going to get for the next season? What are you going to get for your first season? Me personally, I bought all used units to start. I found good deals, for units that looked new. They were pretty newer units, but they didn't cost me the new price. So that's what I started out with. And then another thing you're going to want to think about when you're looking at your units and what you're going to buy, don't buy theme units just to start. You want to do gender neutral units. Jungle or like tropical is a decent theme. It's gender neutral. That seems to be steady throughout the years. But as far as just boy-girl generic combos with a slide, you can't really go wrong there to start off with. If you get a wet-dry combo, it's even better because then you can able to wet it for a water slide for more money. That's where I would start off with. And then maybe go put your hands on a water slide. If you worked for a different company before, like I did, I've been familiar with it, so I had no problem buying a water slide. But definitely want to think twice before just buying a water slide your first year. But water slides will definitely rent. They're going up and up in popularity. Alrighty, so now you got your equipment. It's on its way. You know what you're going to be doing with your equipment. Now you need some add-ons. Your general ticket just starts off with a bounce house. That's what everybody's coming there for. They're coming for a bounce house. They're hitting you up for a tent. Then you add the tables and chairs. You start adding the games, the Connect 4, the giant Jenga, just stuff like that. You want to add that to your inventory. Cornhole. There's all kinds of different games. There's a whole company that just makes games for companies. There's literally just actually multiple companies that make games for multiple companies in this industry. Games and stuff like that, your add-ons are what's going to make you money. So you want to start adding the little stuff with the bounce house. Tables and chairs are the easiest for tents and bounce houses to rent out. I think that's the first thing anybody should buy besides the bounce houses and besides the tents. That's my opinion. So before you actually do anything else, you're going to want to go ahead and make sure you have a very solid contract. Your insurance company is going to probably have what they want you to at least have for their sake on your contract. But for the most part, I always find them lacking, and you're going to want to add a bunch of stuff that you're going to want on that contract. Like if this unit's damaged, you're going to have to pay this much money at the maximum. Like it could be up to 10 grand. Or you want to have fees that you're going to charge that necessarily the insurance company's not going to require you to charge a fee, but you're going to want that on your contract. Just your different rules. You're going to want all that information out there. If you have a software, you can pretty much have that in there available. Get discounts on insurance for having that. There's all kinds of stuff. You want to have your contract out there, on your website. You want to have your contract out there for being able to sign virtually. And then when you want to go in person, you're going to want to have them sign that contract as well. Your contract is what's going to save you. So definitely put a lot of time and effort into your contract. Your contract's going to vary by state too. Okay, so now after you're done with all that, you go and make your website. You're going to go and make a Facebook page. You're going to go make a Google My Business page. You might even have a website. I personally got a software, Event Rental Systems, and I use that just to, does my back end, it does my front end, does my website, it has online available booking. It's just something I started off with to start because I don't want to have to deal with it later. So in doing that, I actually being able to put all my information there. I put all my products there. My products, I could put products on there that I haven't even received yet and get paid for them and then go buy them because I booked them already a year in advance through my website. So your Facebook, you want to get your social media out there, your LinkedIn page, your TikTok page, get all these social media, start making little videos and get your name out there. Running ads is a whole nother story. Don't go down that road just right off the bat. Do some information before you do that. Grow your business to how fast you want to grow it, but put some time and effort into it. Don't just say, hey, I own a bounce house. Now I rent bounce houses. Go sit there and go put some effort, put some money back into your business and let it grow. That's your biggest word of advice that I could possibly give out of this whole thing. So you have everything out there. You got a website making you money and getting you bookings. You got some software getting you bookings. You got Facebook, social media, and people hitting up on you on there getting you bookings. Get all that information down there. If you use a software, if you do pen and paper, I recommend Event Rental Systems. Go out there and do that. And then, hey, what you're going to want to do, and the best advice that I got from somebody else when I started was just make sure you show up. That's it. Just show up. Show up on time, show up with the right equipment, but just show up. That's the biggest step. A lot of these people will just go in there and take people's money and they won't even show up, or they'll cancel on them, or they'll forget about them because they didn't put the right information down, or they said yeah on the phone but never wrote the right information down and missed the event. Just make sure you show up, guys and girls. So I hope you guys had a great one. If you like this video, check out these ones too. Subscribe to the channel. Just keep making some money, everybody. Keep doing the right thing. Don't go out here doing the wrong thing. Just do the right thing. Have a blessed day, everybody.